Welcome back to the Legend of Heroes Trades through Daybreak, where today we want to begin our quest with the missing idol and see where that leads us, because that appears to be the main story for now. Should I go talk to that idol about her friend now? I've gotta do it soon, but it doesn't have to be right now. Talk to the client. Alright, let's go see my client. You must be the idol that put in that request. Seila, right? Nice to meet you. Oh wow, so the rumors really are true, huh? If you're here, does that mean you're willing to hear me out? Yeah, probably best not to just stand around talking like this though. Why don't we grab a seat and take it from there? You mentioned that you are supposed to be putting on a street performance tonight. But it sounds like your partner didn't show up when she was supposed to. Yes, that's right. Lulua did mention to me that she had work today. But she said she would be done after sunset, so we plan to meet up here directly once she got off her job. It was getting later and later and she was nowhere to be seen. Once an hour passed and I still hadn't heard from her, I decided to visit her place. Makes sense to me. Sounds like a pretty reasonable thing to do. When I got there, I knocked on the door but didn't get an answer. I have a key to her apartment that she lent me, so I used it to poke my head inside and found a note she left on the table. Reading that note left me so concerned, so that's when I contacted you, so you could hopefully look for her. Makes sense. What was written on the note? There were only two things scribbled down on it. One was a name I didn't recognize, Clement, and then the other thing was part-time 1000 mirror per hour. 1000 mirror per hour? That's what we charge as our base rate at the agency. That's pretty damn good for some side hustle. Some might say even too good, practically screams something not on the up and up if you ask me. You think so too, huh? I figured that it was a distinct possibility. That case we solved this morning was another instance of someone getting caught on his sketchy part-time work. It's entirely possible this might be connected somehow. The thing about Lulua is she comes from the countryside. She's a really honest girl at heart and tends to take people at their word, for better or for worse. That's why I'm really worried about her. I'm scared that she might have gotten herself into. I can understand why. At this point, you've given me everything I need to know. From what you've told me, this is definitely a job for a Spriggan. Seeing as it's so urgent and all, I'll go ahead and get to work immediately. Oh, thank you so much. I'm so glad you're able to help. Don't mention it. Tell me a little more about Lulua. Has she been acting strange in any particular way lately? Actually, yes, now that you ask. I've been seeing her spending time with an elderly woman who looks pretty well off. When I asked her about it, she said she was escorting her as part of some volunteer work she's doing. It was news to me. The fact she was doing anything like that felt strange to me. I mean, it's nice of her to want to help and all, but I know for a fact that she really shouldn't have a time to spare for that right now. That's because we're both trying to save up our money so we can put on our dream concert. We're busy as it is just working on that. Which is probably where that 1000 mirror per hour comes in. Could be earning that much from that Clement person as compensation for helping. That was my hunch too. I don't know the name of a woman that Lulua's been looking after, or else I'd be more than happy to tell you. But she did say the other day that the woman bought her clothes at Jardin Boutique, the department store by the station. Does it help you at all? Oh yeah, that's a good jumping off point for me to start looking for her. Once we're done talking, I'll make my way straight to that boutique and have a talk with whoever I find there. As for you, I think you should stay here for the time being. I know it's well past when you are supposed to meet, but it's always possible she could just be running late and still show up. Right, that's true. Okay, I'll do that. Thanks again. Van hurried over to Jardin Boutique without delay to begin looking for Lulua. Welcome to Jardin, sir. How may I help you? Wanted to ask you something, actually. Then introduced himself and asked the man if he had seen Lulua and a well-dressed woman in the shop recently. I suspect you're referring to Madame Daphne. She's one of our regulars. She actually happened to stop by a few days ago, accompanied by a young woman. I had thought she was Madame Daphne's granddaughter, but I see I was mistaken. The two must have seemed fairly close to you to get that impression. Oh, they most certainly did. Guess you haven't seen them today. A correct assumption. I hear that Madame Daphne frequents the Erland store in the Seiden district as well as our own. Perhaps she may have visited there today instead? I hear she's on good terms with its manager too. Erland over in Seiden district, got it. Thanks for the info. You're quite welcome, sir. Over to Seiden I go then. Also nice that they gave it as a cutscene, because we can't go to Station Street for some reason.
Guess it's time for me to leave.
Probably because most shops would be locked and they don't want to introduce the locking mechanism.
Welcome to Erland, sir.
Can we talk?
Daphne and Lulua, yes, we're regulars here. They dropped by earlier this afternoon, right on time. Bingo. You aware of their relationship by chance? Sure, I just met Lulua recently. I heard she volunteers for this assisted living non-profit in her spare time. She gets assigned to help out the elderly and disabled with stuff like shopping, that sort of thing. Daphne doesn't have any relatives, so Lulua is a big help for her. Gotcha. What I heard though is that this Daphne lady ain't exactly hurting for money. So why'd she look for a free helper instead of a mate or something? You know, Daphne isn't sure herself. I recall she said she wanted to pay Lulua directly, actually. Lulua has told me that she gets some payment from the agency anyway, though. She's telling Daphne not to worry about it. That just really confused me. She's a volunteer, but she gets paid for helping Daphne. It's an awfully roundabout way of doing things. It just seems like a bit of a contradiction, no? Kinda, yeah. So this ain't a case of the old lady getting swindled, at least. But yeah, something's weird here. There's gotta be some reason she's getting paid in that roundabout way. So anyway, those two came by earlier, right? Any idea where they're headed after that? I recall Lulua said something about showing Daphne the place where she works. I think she works at that concert hall in Riverside. The Riverside Concert Hall? That would be the blue score then. Thanks much. I owe you one. Oh, think nothing of it. Stop by again sometime, will you?
Let's do this.
Hey, is what?
That should get him off my tail. Wait, you?
Hey, heck of a coincidence running into you here. Especially at this hour. So that article of yours on Bus Radar, by the way. Let me guess, on the run from paparazzi right now? What if I am? To be clear, that article is... Don't worry, I can make a guess. You're checking out talents and sports figures who've got ties to the Mafia, yeah? Can't say I blame you, why of things aside. He has going all around these shady spots for weird reasons. Wait, you've got detailed info on him? Look, I can't exactly spill too much, but I can tell you this. You can lay off a red comet. He is 100% clean, trust me. At least when it comes to what you're looking into.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. So what was I even doing all this for?
And I got chewed out by my mom and Grammy for it too. Oh? Got complaints about how you're handling your other job? Other job? I have no clue what you could possibly mean.
Van, what are you doing here? And who would this woman be?
Elaine too? What are you doing? You're kidding. That's Elaine Auclair, the bracer. Come on, I swear it's just one thing after another. Anyway, I have to go. But don't you dare think you've beaten me. That was Judith Lanster, right? The actress? Yeah, you know her. Sort of. We just met at an event before. I imagine you'd be more familiar with her than I am, but you two got acquainted in Farbert. Well, enough to meet outside of work too, it looks like. Come on, it ain't like that. Have a little faith in me. Oh yeah? Alright then. So what are you actually doing out here in Riverside at this hour? Searching for someone, actually. Someone got dragged into working in an underworld job without being aware of it. You're investigating an underworld job too? Are you up to the same thing? I am, yes. One of our scam victims made a request to the braces. I'm looking for a man named Clement right now. He's likely a go-between that hired the part-timers. Clement sure gets around, huh? We're basically barking up the same tree then. That we are. I came to Riverside because we had a report that Clement had been spotted here. Do you mind if I tag along with you? Not at all, might make things easier for us all. Van filled Elaine in on the current state of his investigation. An idol named Lulua definitely looks like she's an unwitting pawn of his scheme. Sure does, which honestly puts her in a whole lot of trouble. Let's check out the concert hall.
Well...
Another happening night in store. Let me ask you something.
Oh, Lulua, no, she was on stage today. Hey, Natalie, you got any idea where she is? A little, I guess. I've been thinking about her a lot as of late. I did happen to see her. It stuck out to me because she was talking with some older woman I'd never seen before. That's elite. Did you happen to overhear what they were talking about? Kinda. Something about grabbing tea at the food stalls. I think I heard something about trying out the tacos. Tacos, got it. Thank you for your information.
Another happening night in store.
What a runaround. Alright. To the taco stand.
Yummy! You there! Have a close...
I guess the old man's not looking after the stall tonight. That he is, but don't be fret, for I'm here. Allow me to take your taste buds on a heavenly voyage of culinary delight. May I recommend trying our new chocolate rice taco? It's a smash hit among our customers, and I guarantee it'll be a smash hit in your mouth. Thanks for the recommendation. I'll be sure to give it a try later. The stall owner's over there. Let's go talk to him.
Can we talk?
Right. It was just before dark when Lulua and the old lady stopped by my stall. Think they were meeting with some middle-aged man or something. He was waiting for him at the table. Kind of an odd group if you ask me. A middle-aged man. Might be Clement. Notice anything else out of the ordinary? Can't say I did. Couldn't hear them all the way from here. They were talking for a good while before the man got real worked up. Looks like things got real heated, so they up and left. Went right across the river. I was wondering what came of them. Don't know anything else, sorry. That's plenty to go on. It is. Thank you for all the information. This sure is starting to stink. Agreed. I wasn't expecting someone likely to be Clement to actually crop up here. We need to follow that trail, and now. Agreed. Let's see if you got any other witnesses. Across the river. Hopefully they didn't go to the Blacklight District. What am I going to do now? I can't believe this happened. Looks like something happened to her. This might be who we're looking for. Hey there, Granny. Got a sec? We'd like to speak to you if you may have a moment. Van, pretending to be Elaine's assistant, inquired into Daphne and Lulua. Oh, for an errant birthday assistant to show up just when I need her most. This must be the goddess's guidance at hand. But you're right, yes, I'm Daphne. Thank you for confirming that. Heard Lulua was helping you as a part of her volunteer work. Mind telling us what happened? Not at all. I do have something to share with you. About an hour ago, Lulua was taken away by a man named Clement. He straight up took her? Well, shit's getting urgent. To be clear, Clement was the man that introduced you and Lulua, yeah? That's right. Until today I wouldn't have pegged him for anything less than a kind and trustworthy man. I came tonight because he wanted to discuss something with Lulua and me. That's when he started trying to sell me some kind of medical insurance. It all sounded splendid, but I'm not naive. I know when something's too good to be true, it probably is. Good on you for not falling for that old trick. I have some experience and I do have a different insurance already. When I started asking for details, Clement couldn't answer me. Lulua must have caught on to my suspicion because she also started asking questions. He didn't like that at all and started yelling at us, and then he dragged Lulua away? Yes, I tried to chase after him, but I lost sight of him right around here. I was afraid that if I contacted the police or the guild, they might suspect Lulua as well. I didn't know what to do. Okay, I think we got the picture. Don't worry, the guild will do the best we can for Lulua's sake. Rest easy, you can leave the rest to us. Oh, thank you so much. Do you know where she might have been taken to? Ain't hard to take a guess of around here's where you lost sight of them. Must have gone into the Blacklight district. Undoubtedly. We need to head after her quick, but you shouldn't be too careless either. I'll be waiting by the entrance, just tell me when you're ready. Got it. This would never have happened if I'd paid attention and realized it was a scam. I'm sorry, please, you have to help Lulua. We need to go save Lulua. Are you ready? Yeah, I think I've done everything. Unless something else suddenly showed up. Yeah, let's go put Clement in the trash. I'll contact Seila, my client, to make a progress report. Vaughn contacted Seila and filled her in on the situation. After she pleaded to come with them, they set off. Together the three of them headed into the Blacklight district in pursuit of Lulua's kidnappers. And so... You stupid bitch, you just had to run your mouth, didn't you? All you had to do was sit quiet next to me and nod your head like a good girl. Everything would have been just fine. But no, you just had to run your mouth. And all that money I could have swindled is gone, all down the drain. How could you deceive a woman like Daphne? That's just horrible. If I knew that was what you were after, I never would have gone along with any of this. Newsflash, I don't give a shit. You have a job to do, and that's all that matters, you understand? You sucker people in with that sweet, innocent face of yours, and then I swoop in for the kill. I figured that old hack was an easy target, but nope, she's sharper than she looks. But I've still got some tricks up my sleeve. Maybe I can pull something else on her. I've got this insurance plan, and you're gonna get her to take it out for me, alright? Excuse me, why should I? Don't even start with me. You took on this job and you accepted my payment. That means you're obligated to do the work, little lady. Your feelings can do the job for you. So don't you run out on our deal here or you're gonna regret it, capiche? I told you, if it's the me you want, you can have it back. I don't care. That's not how this works. It's not about the money, it's about the deal. You can't just walk back the deal now that you've taken it, see? You're in it now, whether you like it or not. Now be a good girl and stop. Let me stop you right there. Who are you? The hell do you want? Oh no, the heroes come to save the day. I'm shaky in my boots. Hero I ain't, I'm a spring and I don't give a rat's ass about that goody two-shoes shit. I'm here because my client told me to fetch that girl and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. I'm asking you nicely to hand her over. Great, one of you pricks. Just what I needed. Look, buddy, you're barking up the wrong tree. That girl's with us. She's not going anywhere. No, we don't get out my face. Right this instant, we got problems. You're the boss. Scram! Ah man, what a frigging dumbass guy really thinks he can just walk up by himself and take on all of us. Who said he was alone? Ah! Hey, I know that face, Elaine O'Clair. Oh, of all the goddamn times. Nice work, Elaine. I've got the girl. How did you... What the... Seila, you shouldn't... Lulua, over here. Seila, that's what you... You're not getting away, you little... Whoopsie there, forgot about me already, pal. 1-2, we'll take care of these guys. Okay, thank you. Are you shitting me? You want some more? Looks like you guys don't know when you stay down. Put your hands up and surrender yourself. You're only digging yourself deeper. For the love of... Seriously, a bracer and a spring ganging up on me? This shit blows. What are you doing? Did I say you could just lie there, did I? Get your asses up and get them. Yeah, okay. You guys are gonna be real sorry.
Deploying shards!
I'll kick your ass! Your time's run out! Fine, let's play!
We can win!
Going all in.
Try some of this!
Engaging skill.
Silvery!
My move now.
We should go on the attack!
Let's do that then.
That's it? We can win!
Don't stop now,
I'll be
Elaine!
quick!
My move now.
Activating skill! That's
Son
it?
of a... No need to be scared.
We
Healing.
can win!
Now's a great time for a shard boost. Engaging skill.
Have some more.
Engaging skill.
Son of a...
Van, your turn! Too slow!
Eat dirt!
I'll
Grenade.
remember this!
Engaging skill.
Sucker.
Engaging skill.
You kidding me?
Jake's up, pal. You're the only one left standing. Mercy, please. Of course, I'm taking you to the guild. You have a lot to answer for. Your crimes here and your relationship with A. Do I make myself clear? Anything but that. Oh, so he was working for them all along. That does track, yeah. I'll let you handle the rest then. Make sure the guy pays for what he's done, and pays good. Of course, you have a good night. Clement was promptly taken into the guild's custody and made to confess his crimes. After looping in Daphne to the day's events, Vaughn escorted Lulua and Seila back to the Tyrell district.
That takes care of that.
Quest without you completed.
Mira deposit confirmed!
Thank you both so much for your help. Yeah, we can't thank you enough. I'll admit at first I was like, really? That's Elaine's guy? But the way you two moved in perfect sync was dazzling. Honestly, I'm kinda jealous. Huh? Read the room, Lulua. Sorry, please ignore her. Come on, you, let's go.
Finish your job already?
Oh, hey there. Sorry for going off on my own fee.
It's no biggie. I'm just glad everything got taken care of. Besides, I've got no interest in being a third wheel.
We're not... You're gonna have to go easy on her, she's more touchy than she lets on. For example, if you start moving the conversation just a little toward her age... First off, not funny. And second, I'll have you know I'm still in my early 20s. Of course, my apologies, ma'am.
Don't feel bad, Elaine. I can be a little sensitive about my age too sometimes. Anyway, I'll go report to the guild for you. Have some fun, you two, okay?
She can be such a tease. Ain't she something though? Not every day a Jäger from a famous corps like Zephyr joins the guild, let alone one trained by the Purple Lightning. She shows up and immediately helps out in Farbad, and she's got a lot of room to get even better, I reckon. Agreed, at this rate she may even surpass my records. Though sometimes a dour expression crosses her face, she must miss her friends back in Erebonia dearly. Regardless, I must admit it's been a massive help to have her around, and I think she's beginning to settle in here little by little. Once a student council president, always a student council president. You don't get to say that. I was still only vice president when you were around. Psh. Renee did things differently, so it was up to you to play the perfect press. Remember the play we did on the last day of a festival where you... Oh, you do not get to bring that up again. It was all your fault. Hey, isn't that... It's gotta be. I wonder what they're talking about. Sucks to be famous, huh? It has its pros and cons. When I introduce myself, sometimes I can make use of my reputation. Much like how you call yourself a Spriggan. True enough.
Knowing you, I imagine you've already eaten dinner. I had enough to hold me over. But I could go for a drink. Want to come with me?
Dingo, why won't you just listen to me? I need you with me at the Tyrell times.
Like I said, I'll leave the honest journalism to you. Sorry for the trouble, Bramati.
Oh, please. This is nothing. Don't you worry about a thing. Still, if you ask me, I think you're more than ready to leave the back alleys yourself. It's been 8 years, you know.
It's not a matter of how much time's passed. Besides, I feel like my current path suits me better at this point. You should be saying that to Van.
Oh my! Is that him? Cheating on me with Shino? I can't say I'm not jealous, but she's been refining her craft a lot lately. Oh my, my!
Looks like our boy might finally be starting to move on.
I want to chase scoops together.
Here are the gimlet and grasshopper that you ordered.
Thanks. They've both got just the right amount of foam.
Your shaking technique has really improved, Shino. I'm impressed.
Thank you for saying so, but I'm still not a patch on Bramati. Well, please enjoy your drinks.
Ah, this is lovely. Still, I see you like even your cocktails sweet.
Well, not all the time. Come to think of it, I've shot back a few with Renee, but I guess this is my first time doing it with you, huh?
We were too young, remember? Although I suppose that didn't stop you at the school festival after party.
I got no idea what you're talking about.
I swear, you two are why they say boys will be boys.
I'm sitting here with a massive grin. Considering someone has been avoiding me these past 4 years, we really haven't run into each other much. But come to think of it, we've ended up with a lot of shared acquaintances. Bamodi, Shino, and I suppose even that actress qualifies now. Hey, don't look at me like that. She's just a client, that's all. It's just what happens when two folks work in the same city. Especially when our jobs are like two sides of the same coin. I suppose you're right, though, but does that make Renee? Heads or tails? He's the edge of a coin, or the guy with a coin in the palm of his hand. Good point. I thought he made a very fitting career choice when he decided to join the Ministry of Home Affairs before graduation. I never expected he'd end up transferring to the CID when it was established, become a rival of sorts. That's just the kind of guy he is. Like how he acts like a venerable older brother figure, even though he's only a year older than us. Incidentally, he seemed surprised when he learned I was joining the guild. Happily, he wasn't opposed either. He was like my only ally outside my circle of friends, after a certain someone disappeared. You really haven't changed at all these last 7 years. Or the last 15 for that matter. While we're talking about not changing, you do know it's your fault I ended up with such a sweet tooth, right? All you did was stuff a poor, impressionable van full of chocolate and macarons from your family biz all the time. Perhaps, but Renee got just as stuffed and avoided sugar addiction, so I can only think you were doomed to end up this way regardless. I really don't remember you having this much of a sweet tooth when you were younger though. Are you sure something didn't happen after? Something definitely did happen. Something he absolutely does not want to talk about. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to rip at old scars. Haven't got a clue what you're talking about. Still, I don't have any regrets about ending up this way. It's a bit of fun to life. My employees always look at me funny, but if they're gonna complain about me loving sweet stuff, they can give theirs to me, I say. I still have mixed feelings about your career choice. But I've been feeling a little better about it lately, seeing the sort of people you're attracting. I really didn't expect you to end up with a student of Professor Hamilton working under you though. Attracting is definitely the right word. It's like I'm a magnet for hard cases these days. Well, I guess Rosette's technically different since she's on loan from Marduk. I'm honestly shocked at just how much you seem to trust her. Not that I have any doubt about how capable she is given her employer. Oh, she is capable alright, and I know I can trust her. Just wish I could say the same about her bosses. Marduk, so shady you can see the shadow for Selga. You ain't got anything on them, do you? They're so much of an enigma to us as a society is, I'm afraid. Still, you're the one who has a contract with them. Good job signing away your soul to the Seltron Shadow. Sheena, bring me an Alexander, would you? I would like a white lady, please. Certainly. Damn, I really wasn't expecting you to go on foot the bill. How's a guy supposed to look suave and you won't even let him pick up a check? I was the one who invited you here, and please, that idea is so old-fashioned it's covered in moss. You're going away next weekend with your team, right? If you really want to buy someone something nice, treat them instead. Besides, I'm sure you're already aware, but being an A-rank bracer pays her well. Jeez, wrap it in some more, whatever, don't you? You can treat next time. How does that sound? Yawn. The tab will be way bigger next time anyway. Could always call Renee too. Oh wait, I've got a bad idea. Let's save that for when we go someplace really expensive. In this line of work, the guy's probably loaded by now. Oh, you. I'm going to take a cab home. You're taking the subway back, right? Yeah, no buses run this late at night. Night, Elaine. Here's to a good working relationship from here on out. That will be entirely dependent on you. Good night, Van.
Van.
What's up?
Are you really going to go on that trip?
What? Is there a reason he shouldn't? What's gotten into...
It's nothing. I hope you have a good time. Don't forget, you're a leader now. Don't get too carried away out there, okay?
What was that all about? Haven't seen her act like that since we were kids. It's been so long since we first met in Russian, all those years ago. She was a daughter of the biggest family in the area. Rene was the son of a government man slaving away his life far from home. And I? Sounds like he stopped talking to her family after joining the guild, though. Maybe there's some kind of problem in her personal life she's not talking about. Not like it'll make up for what happened 7 years ago, but maybe I should talk to her about it sometimes. $6:30.
Okay, I'm gonna head out now.
We'll be right here when you get back. Be careful now. Take good care of her for us. We're counting on you.
I know. She's in safe hands with us.
Thank you for looking after her. If she starts being selfish or making a fuss, don't be afraid to give her a talking to. We want you to have lots of fun, but we also need you to be a good girl, okay? And don't forget to brush your teeth and use the bathroom before you go to bed.
I won't.
She's always a good girl. She'll be fine. We'll be sure to keep a close eye on her at all times. I'll be there for her too. I can help her pick out souvenirs or something.
So, what did you want to talk about?
Well, this conversation might take a while, so I think I'll go make us some coffee first.
Wee, vroom, vroom, this car's the bestest. Isn't it? Little kids are so easy to please. And what's wrong with that? It's got to enjoy the little things in life. I'm glad Ian was understanding about her coming with us. Yeah, I was hoping we wouldn't have any issues since she's so young. And sure enough, we didn't. The best inn in Longlai knows how to do right by its customers. It was considerate of you to propose that we look after her. The Guardians have much to discuss after all. I imagine they got right into it as soon as we left. Maxime may end up having to talk with Victor too. There's no shortage of things he's gotta answer for. If he wants to be a part of their family, he's gotta rebuild those burnt bridges brick by brick. And if he screws up and gets himself burned, I'll point and laugh my ass off. Family. Stop, I guess. Out like a light already, huh? Well, it was an early morning for her. I'm not surprised she's tired. It's almost 9 AM. You said you would be arriving around 12:30, if I recall. Somewhere around there, yeah. Since we got Yumi with us, I'm planning to make a couple pit stops along the way. Oh, I wonder who's calling. I don't recognize this number either.
Hello. Sorry for calling you so early in the morning.
Well, this is a surprise. Nina! Isn't she... She's an actress we handled a job for a while ago.
Oh, I didn't expect everyone to be with you. Wait, are you on the road?
Yeah, but we're on a major one, so we can get a decent enough signal. We're actually gonna be out of town for a few days. You didn't have another job for us, did you? Not quite. I really don't want to impose on you either. Well, why don't you just tell us what's up? Can't guarantee we'll be able to help, but I'd still like to hear you out before saying it for sure. Alright, thank you. It's about Judith, you see? We haven't been able to get in contact with her for a few days now. Really? Do you think that's because... It's gotta be because of that story getting around. That's what I was thinking too. It's completely fabricated, so I wouldn't have expected her to get worked up about it. The timing set off a red flag. That's why I was hoping to ask you to look for her. This is Judith Lansom we're talking about, right? She's always struck me as the kind of person who'd let nothing get her down. Maybe the more someone appears to be that way, the more sensitive they are deep down. No, she's a super hard-headed lady who doesn't know when to quit. Fairy? Yeah, her outfit sure doesn't know when to quit. Huh? What outfit? Just ignore them. If she's still missing when we get back to the capital the day after tomorrow, we'll see what we can do. Until then, I'll give some of my contacts a call and check if they have heard anything. I would also be happy to look into what I can find on the Orbital network. Oh, that sounds more than enough. Thank you both. I don't think you should worry about her too much though, especially since we all know that article is made up. But if we learn anything, we'll be sure to let you know as soon as we can. Thank you, really. I appreciate you being so accommodating. Seriously though, that Kingster's tough as nails. I'm sure she's fine. You said you went into her last weekend, didn't you, Van? Yeah, she was looking for proof that Maxime was involved in a crime. Seemed to get wheeled down after I told her a suspicion about him couldn't be more of... Kingster? And what kind of crime? I'm having trouble following this conversation. That's hardly surprising. It's not important, but hopefully we'll get the chance to fill you in at some point. Anyway, I'm gonna hit up Dingo and Benmodi for starters. I'm too full to eat anymore. $11.25. Wow, these are big rocks. They're called a mountain range. I've seen photos of this one, but it's even more impressive in person. There are two in this area, the Tian Shan Mountains in the north and the Ishgal Mountains in the south. Both serve as a dividing line between central Zemuria and the east. Aren't they also known as the Solaris Mountains and the Kunlun Mountains? Yes, that's right, people from the east call them Solaris and Kunlun. But Tian Shan and Ishgal are the official designated names of the behest of a church. Ah, I gotcha. She probably learned about that in class. It's weird to think that my homeland is just on the other side. It's basically a hop, a skip, and a jump away. You'd have to jump pretty damn high to get over that mountain though. Your home might as well be on a completely different world. Huh? Oh! It's bad whistling into the microphone, you know. Huh? That bike was super duper cool! Man, I'd kill for a ride like that. I thought I saw the ETWS label on it. Good eye, that man was riding one of the high-end models they released in the spring. You have to be quite large to ride one of those, and he was exactly that. Indeed, he had impressive physique for a man of his age. Ah, what a long face, Van. What's wrong? Are you car sick or something? Nah, nothing like that. Just got a bit of trauma with guys who ride around on big bikes. Oh, and I ain't talking about Hermes. She's been a huge help, but the issue's exclusively to dudes. The direwolf really did a number on your psyche, huh? Something about that dude makes me want to deck him in the face. Maybe it's the shades. That is inadvisable, Mr. Wei. He has been labeled an S-Class threat by the mother company. Well, you're acquainted with an S-Class threat? Your choice of clientele is atypical, to say the least. There's no way it could be him. What a joke, this ain't even my hometown, yet here I'm getting all nostalgic over this shit. Man looks to be lost in thought. Well, he is smiling, so maybe I shouldn't worry. And Longlai. $12:32.
We're here!
So this is Longlai.
Wow, I've never seen anything like this.
It's got a whole different kinda eastern vibe compared to Langport. It is like an idyllic town nestled in the mountains. That white smoke is steam from the springs, I assume. It certainly has a distinctive smell to it. Yeah, that's the smell of sulfur. It's a big part of being near a spring. Our lodgings are down to the right across the river. Let's go drop our stuff off before we do anything else. There's so much stuff I've never seen before. It's so awesome. Everything smells so good too. There are grilled skewers and mochi and what are those things with leaves wrapped around them? Damn, starved much? Those are called zongzi. Actually, I'm starting to feel hungry myself. Same here. I know we had a little bit to eat at that pit stop, but I could use a real meal. Lunch is going to be waiting for us at our lodgings though, isn't it? Yes, but should have some of the local cuisine too. No need to rush, I guess. Oh, what are those? They're so hot, and they're super black too. I don't know what they are either. Maybe some kind of manto? They smell so sweet and fragrant, and Yumi is right about the color. That lustrous black really makes them stand out. Ha! I see I caught your interest. These here are hot spring manto made using bamboo charcoal. They've got black sesame jam inside, and are as tasty as they look. But they fill you up fast. You won't have any room for lunch if you have one now. How about I buy some for everyone later? They look so good. I guess we gotta wait if lunch is soon, but we have to come back here later. Well, you certainly know your stuff, young man. I'll be waiting. Longlai is known far and wide for its tea leaves too. How about trying some of our confections made from them? Our matcha ice cream has been a hot seller lately. Wait, matcha ice cream? That's a thing now? How do you make something so bitter taste like... Now I gotta try it. Can we? What happened to lunch? I never seen someone lose their brain function when it comes to sweets the way he does. And with saunas and cars too, dude's just insufferable. If you have to wait, you have to wait. We'll already be coming back here after lunch for the mentor, yes? Ooh, this place looks so fancy. Yeah, this is pretty top class. Indeed, it has a quite elegance and beauty to it. I can't imagine how expensive it is to normally stay here. We're staying for free, right? I almost feel guilty about that now. Welcome, you must be Mr. Arkwright and his party. Yeah, that's right, 6 adults and a child. We have been expecting you. Welcome to the Heki Sun Road Inn. We'll be happy to carry your belongings to your rooms. You can have your lunch as soon as you wish after that. Really? Nice, thanks guys. Someone wasted no time making himself at home. Wow, this room is so nice. Not so much as a spot of dust inside. The furniture is however extravagant as well. Can we share a bed, Agnes, please? Tyrant that can sleep in our bed too. The beds do look white enough, so I don't see the harm in that. Maybe we could have a special Samurai party instead of a pajama party for the occasion too? I don't know what that is, but I'm down. I would be happy to join in. So I'm with you two? What did you expect? You're the kind of guy who can only sleep when he's by himself? No, that's not it. I should have seen this coming, honestly. The little quatty wanna be with the girls. Always gotta watch out for the quiet ones, cause there's a hungry wolf somewhere under there, huh? Don't call me witty quatty ever again, and I'm not a wolf. Whatever. I'm fine with this arrangement. I'll try not to snow. Anyway, who's up for lunch? Oh man, I don't think my taste buds have ever been this happy. My mouth is bursting with flavor. It's called Mitao Menji. It's a local dish here in Longlai. The chicken is soaked in peach alcohol before being stir-fried and served in garlic and soy sauce. Whoever thought of this is a genius. The chicken's so tender, it's got that sweet peach quality to it you can't resist. The flavor is distinctive enough while still being subtle. I'd call it a perfect blend of sweetness, fragrance and juiciness. The chef here must be a real pro. The zongzi is so good. Careful, it's also getting all over you. That was amazing. Yeah, my mouth is in heaven right now. And it sounds like whatever they have in store for dinner tonight is going to be even better. It's going to be a traditional Eastern kaiseki meal served in courses. Kaiseki? What's that? It's kind of one of those pretentious meals that are all about presentation, though in this case I'm sure the Eastern cuisine's as good as it looks. It's more of a Far Eastern thing than what I'm used to. Something I noticed, by the way, but how do you know so much about everything here, Van? Huh? I was wondering the same thing actually. This isn't the first time you showed us around somewhere, but it feels like you know this place far too well to have just come here for work. I was hoping you wouldn't pick up on that. I lived here a few years back. Really? When was that? When I was 19 for about half a year. It was more for training than for fun though. That explains it then. I suppose it must have been a while after you separated from Elaine and Mr. Kincat. So back when you were my age, huh? Hard to believe your memory is still sharp enough to remember what happened over a decade ago. It was only 5 years ago, damn it! But yeah, I should be able to play tour guide for you guys just fine. Anyway, like I said earlier, we're gonna split up for 2 hours. Go ahead and sightsee, go for a stroll, grab something else to eat. The guidebook we got from the inn should help you around. Try and avoid going around alone though, especially you Yums. You always gotta be with someone. Aye aye sir. If there's anything you would like to see, we'd be happy to accompany you. There's so much I want to check out, I don't know where to start. What did you have in mind, Agnes? I know I want to see a temple, but I'm not sure whether or not to go there first. Drink, play and buy is my game plan. There's gotta be a spot for my young here, right? Even if there is, it's not going to be in any tour guide. I guess I should help them around some before they get themselves in trouble. I keep an eye on Aaron and... I think I take February along. Good, but that will be the end for the episode, and we begin looking around Longlai next time. Until then, amaze and don't get lost.